so. I kind of wanted, if I knew you were coming to do the video, I would have got some like candy flavor. Been like, yo, bro, it's candy.
When in doubt, pinky out.
I asked a question. If I ask a question, I don't cuss. Put it in the video, so it's gonna be ask a question.
You want me to leave the cussing?
No.
Oh, don't. Okay.
He said if he cusses, take it out. My name is Chris Mystico.
Chris, how many years of experience do you have in 12-volt community?
In 12-volt community, I have roughly, 12 years of experience. As far as sales go, all my jobs have been sales jobs. So 18, 20, I don't know how long I've ever been working for.
And how many years have you worked at Absolute Electronics?
So I've worked at Absolute Electronics for a total of 11 years.
On and off?
No, 12 years on and off, give or take. 11 years would probably be around the time that I've been with Absolute Electronics.
What is the biggest challenge? Your personal challenge or professional challenge that you've overcome in the past year, other than working for me?
Well, yeah. Working for ADA is 11-year challenge that I've been dealing with. But other than that, the last year, it's been a tad bit over a year, probably about 14 months, I'd say, having my newborn. Having 2 kids. One kid was a lot, and then when you add that second one, just juggling family life, work life, making sure I make it home on time to play with them before they go to bed. Being able to juggle coming to work and being able to go to any events that the kids have or anything that's going on. It's rewarding, challenging, but sometimes can be a pretty big struggle.
How would you, as Chris's coworker, describe Chris's performance and influences in the shop? In the store?
Okay. As far as influence goes, I would
be a jerk.
No. So basically, Chris is the manager, right? So Chris is the manager, right? So whatever's happening, or if things aren't going right, or if things are going right, either way, it'll affect the morale of everybody else, right? So if it's positive, everybody's in a good mood. If it's negative, it kind of trickles down and affects everybody else.
Basically, how does he influence you in the day? And what would you say about him as an influencer? Would you say he's a jerk?
Well, anybody can be a jerk, right? It depends on the day.
That's you just saying he's a jerk. That's okay.
No. That's anybody, really. So if you have outside sources affecting your mood or your morning or whatever, it'll affect you naturally as a person. But I would say Chris cares about us. Like if
he goes back for you guys every time.
Right.
It's all you versus me. So.
Right, and it's also like even like today, for example, I was telling him I didn't get much sleep or whatever. When he went to 7-Eleven, he also got me an energy drink. I would say he definitely cares about us, and he makes sure we're taken care of in every aspect. Just everything he does essentially trickles down and affects everybody else.
Now I can say something. So Chris has been he is my longest tenured employee. I trust him to do a good job. I would say he affects the store culture in a way where he really goes to bat for the guys. So there's been multiple times where he's went to bat for somebody for something they've done. Not Aaron though, because Aaron's stupid. But he loves these guys and he loves this job. He just takes it a little far sometimes because he's so passionate. We have to reel him in. But I would have to say that he's a key element in Absolute Electronics, and we knew that when he left, and we missed him. So let me get Aaron.
Chris. So we're good. I'm still here. I mean, what can I say? He's a hothead at times, obviously because he cares about the company. He teaches me everything because I've been here for a year and 7 months, and I'm pretty much his little mini, and I'm learning from him. So, I mean, he's a hothead, he cares. Sometimes there's things that he can't hold back and he expresses to the customer, but I mean, he knows what he's talking about. He says those things just because he wants to do things right. So I mean, he's a great person to learn from and cares about the company as if it's his own store. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Hey, what do you think about Chris? How do you think he runs the shop? Give us a description of your sales technique.
My sales technique is I'm just very honest and upfront with the customer. I don't try to like trick them or do anything to make them feel like I'm trying to be shady or things of this nature, which you get, or pushy, which you get with a lot of salespeople. I actually tell customers all the time that I'm probably a bad salesperson, just the fact that I'm always honest and upfront with them, and I won't charge them anything extra that they don't need. But I think it's the right way to go about dealing with people and building the trust and the long-term relationship with them, from the car that we're working on now to their future cars, their kids' cars, and so on.
We're all grandkids.
Grandkids' cars now.
We're all grandkids.
Man, I've been doing this for too long.
What do you want customers to remember about their sales experience?
Yeah, I just want them to remember a good experience when they think back of when they came into the shop, from greeting them, from explaining what they're looking for, from the conversations with them. I just want them to just have all good feelings when they think back of how I dealt with them.
What lessons or experiences that positively influence what people or lessons or experiences have positively influenced your performance?
So there's been a lot of positive experiences throughout the years. I would say working with Ada has been a good one.
I didn't pay him to say that.
He really didn't. If there's one thing he knows about me is if I can throw shade his way or blame something on him, I'll do it quickly. But seeing his passion and love for what he does helps me enjoy it as well. You know, working for someone who doesn't like what they're doing is kind of bad, because then that kind of rubs off on you. But being, he's happy every time he comes in here. Every sale is a new one. Every experience for a customer is a new one, and it really rubs off of me. So it's a really good influence to have him around when he is here.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So one of the experiences I had with the customer, it was one of those feel good moments. We had a guy come in. He was kept telling us he had a passion for music, but he went somewhere and his car just didn't sound right to him. So he comes in, he's talking to me. He's like, "Yo, this is awful. It doesn't sound good. I spent all this money. What can you do for me?" So we went down the road, figured out what his budget was, made a pretty, some would say, basic installation package for this gentleman. Just a little single DIN radio and some component speakers for the front. When the gentleman came to pick up his car, we sit in there and I'm starting to demo the radio, how it works, and he starts listening to it, and I look over and he's crying, tears of joy. But it kind of took me by surprise, because dealing with everything from a basic build to a car show build, it was the first time I actually had someone cry to me because they were just so happy with having sound in their car and how it sounded.
Why should you be part of the top 20 sales professionals?
So I always think back to these rewards and think why, if I was to go out for it or be nominated for it, why I'd be good for it, or why I think I would deserve something like this. I just really think because of just how I approach things every day, just trying to do everything right. I believe when you're looking at an actual salesperson, it's not just doing or making up stuff to make themselves look better, but to actually do what they say throughout. So I just believe that I'm genuine when it comes to this type of award. So going above and beyond for the customers, being here, training the guys, making them better, seeing the joy in the customers, being, just being that person and that having that passion for everything just has really elevated everything that I've done.